Welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast, where we go behind the scenes and uncover the tactics and strategies top entrepreneurs are using to make more sales, dominate their markets, and how you can get those same results. Here's your host, Dave Woodward.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio. I'm your host, Dave Woodward. I'm super excited today. I have Kaelin and Brandon pooling with us, and I welcome. Super excited.
Yeah, let's do it. What's up, Dave?
Hey, the first thing I want to make sure you guys understand is the people you're hearing and seeing right now are some of the biggest action takers I have ever met in this entire business. You guys have been crushing it. So congratulations. And I want to dive right into it. Before we kind of started the recording of this, we started talking a little about the importance of taking action. And they just came back from our inner circle meeting and have implemented every single thing we talked about there. So real quick, I'm just gonna have you guys go through super fast and just nail the stuff you guys have been talking about.
Yeah, I wish we could implement everything that we talked about. That's gonna take the next year because we learned so much. Yeah. But yeah, no, we were just talking, and we just implemented a consumption sequence. So one of the things, if you have a subscription model, is if you get people to use whatever it is you're selling as a subscription, people will stay longer, right? And so Russell was talking about ClickFunnels and how he reduced churn, which is basically how many people fall off every month, right? And so we've implemented an email sequence that's about 18 days long with videos to help people like learn how to use our product and how to stay on and stay a part of it. We did that. We rebranded our company because we want to create a culture, right? A culture. So we've rebranded. And we're in the weight loss space. So Kaelin, who's with me, she's lost 65 pounds, IFBB Pro. That's a big title in the fitness world. She's pretty much awesome. So she does the fitness, I do the business. So we've rebranded from Tool Time, which was like her
That's how everyone knows me, like via social media and stuff. It's like everyone calls me Tool Time. So then we realized the brand, like people couldn't like stick to the brand because like they couldn't be me, like they couldn't see themselves as Tool Time, right? Because that's me, like that's my name. And so we were like, okay, how can we come up with something that like empowers them and makes them say like, just with like ClickFunnels, it's like I'm a funnel builder, right? And like I'm a funnel hacker and all this stuff. And then I was just like on the plane, I was literally like, we have to change everything. It's got to be Lady Boss Weight Loss. And like now, since we've implemented this whole new culture, this whole new name, like all the women are so crazy about it because like we're like 99% women, you know, and
I'm the only guy.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't comment in the group.
Yeah, so change it to that. Everyone got so excited. They're so pumped. We dumped them all in a Facebook group together, and now it's just been so motivating to see all of their progress and everything they're doing, and really building that culture is like one of the biggest things that we've done because now it's like I get to be closer to them. And they get to be closer to each other, which is going to make them stick longer, going to reduce churn.
Yeah. So just create that identity. So email sequences, culture. I mean, we've changed a bunch of other stuff. We've done Trello. Someone in the group in the inner circle was talking about an operation process. We implemented that because Russell did as well.
And it's amazing.
It's worked really good. We've leveraged. We've added on a couple people to our team because we want to just do what we're good at and leverage our time. And so, yeah, lots of stuff, man.
Sweet. So for those who don't know you guys, I'm going to try to summarize this real fast. So, Kaelin, you started basically, Brandon, as you made mention, lost 65 pounds and then became an IFBB Pro within, I always screw that up. So you want to probably announce it?
It's okay. IFBB Pro, set a world record, fastest pro card in the entire world, 2 shows. That's like the bare minimum that you can do it. And, you know, people like wanted me to keep competing and stuff. And I was like, no, I don't want to compete anymore. I just want to like help other people do exactly what I just did. And that's lose the weight, right? And give them the confidence and the motivation and everything that they need to, if I can lose 65 pounds, step on stage, set a world record, like you can lose the 20 pounds you want to lose, right? And that's really where our passion lies.
So one of the cool things about you guys, as I mentioned when we first got started, is you guys are massive implementers. And when we met at Funnel Hacking Live event in San Diego, I was shocked just as far as how far you guys had come. But that was like 4 months ago. And at that time, I don't remember exactly the numbers. I think you guys were, I don't know, maybe doing 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, you know, which is a big number. Don't get me wrong.
At Funnel Hacker or?
Yeah. Where were you guys at?
Like 75.
75?
Yeah.
So in the last 4 months, you then crushed through 200,000?
Yeah.
200,000 in a month?
Yeah.
In a month.
It's like 220 was like our highest, I think, right?
I hope this video comes through. By the way, this is our first time we're going to try doing a video. If this video actually comes through, you guys are seeing these guys like, yeah, it's 220,000. It's like no big deal, man. It's just a number.
It kind of is. It's
kind of is. You can't make 220,000. It's a ton of.
Right.
Most people don't make that an entire year.
Right. Most people don't, like, the average household income for the United States is like $35,000 a year. So
which you guys were there.
Yeah.
18 months ago. 16 months ago.
We had success in business prior to ClickFunnels, but we pretty much like lost it all. And so, yeah, we were below that. We were like, how are we going to pay our rent? And then we launched an online business using ClickFunnels. That's literally what happened.
And we were just like, who's this Russell Brunson guy? Like, let's just do what he says.
Who's this Dave guy? You know, we didn't know all these superstars.
Yeah.
All right, well, I want to talk about your business because that's what's most important here. And then I want to spend some time on consumption, on culture, and I doubt we'll hit Trello. I'll get James on later to talk about Trello, but I do want to hit consumption and also the other one.
He's the Trello king. Just use him.
Totally. So with that, let's talk about your guys' business because your business is unique in a way because people think there's so many people who do fitness and weight loss all the time. And yet at the same time, you guys are crushing it. I mean, in a space that is highly, highly competitive. And so I hear people say all the time, oh, you know what? You can't do it there. It doesn't work. So I want to talk about what you guys actually do in your business and what your sales funnel is actually like because it's an awesome, awesome sales funnel. So walk me through how people find out about you and then just take me through your sales funnel.
Yeah, so we start right now. We're rocking with Facebook. So I mean, you're gonna have to get traffic from somewhere. So we are we're really good, and Kaelin's just phenomenal at content curation on social. So she's just really good at making content. So you know, if that's your thing, if you're good at making the content yourself, which if you are, it's just gonna be a huge advantage. So we're pretty much like all social. We literally haven't even done any other traffic source. So most of it's Facebook, like 90% of our advertising spend is on Facebook. I wouldn't say 90% of our traffic is because we get a lot of organic stuff from Snapchat, Instagram, plus our email list now that we've built that up. But basically, the gist of it is Facebook ads. We take videos. So Kaelin will do a video of herself talking about something controversial, something polarizing, something that's not just like boring, right?
Something that other people are scared to talk about.
Yeah. So like,
usually,
if you're
like yesterday, it was all about moms. Like, because I've gotten so many messages about how I can't lose weight and I can't do it because I don't have time because I'm a mom. And I'm like, what you guys don't realize is that like that's not your reason why you can't. It should be your reason why you can because you have kids that you need to like be a role model for. And then I go into like, I'm like, there's a million moms out there that have more kids than you, less time than you, less resources than you, work a full-time job, and they're getting it done, so why can't you?
Yep.
And, like, it's videos like that I, like, call something out that is, like, the truth, but, like, people aren't going to say, and add value up front and just, like, tell them, like, that they can do it and give them that little bit of inspiration. And then once you do that, like, they're hooked because they're like, man, this chick's real, and she's going to spit it to me like it is. Like, she's not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah. So that's exactly it. So it's like adding value up front. Mm-hmm. It's talking about something that's not boring. You're going to get people engaged and interested. They're going to watch that video, and then we bury the hyperlink in that video, and that's how we get people to click to our funnel. So
okay, not everyone understands what you just said there as far as burying the hyperlink. So explain that.
That's the secret, man.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
We're about to drop bombs on
I want to see the secret, man.
Secret. No, well, we just we don't run ads. We run just page posts.
Yeah.
So instead of like trying, like an ad looks like an ad, people are smart. People understand that they're getting sold to all the time, everywhere. And so the less you make something feel like an ad, the more you make it feel like something that's in it for them, not for you. Yep. It's going to do better. So we put the link to our free Kickstart. So if you want to check out our funnel and if you want to like get totally ripped and lose weight and be amazing, you go to freekickstart.com. That's the front end. Where you can get your motivation.
Yeah, so
Kickstart.
Like on the thing, yeah. I actually put like yesterday's post, for example, the one about moms. It's like, if you're a mom, you need to hear this. Warning, you're probably not going to like it, but it's the truth. And then like I enter down like twice and I'll put like, get your free kickstart your mind, your motivation, and your metabolism at, and then I put, freekickstart.com. And so before you click see more, the hyperlink isn't there, right? So all they can see is get your free Kickstart plan. Maybe it says like 2 more words, and then they have to click see more. And then once they click see more, they can actually see the link. So when the ad is just running, there is no like call to action. You get them to watch it first and they're like, oh, well, what does the rest of this say? Right? And then that's what gets them to click.
Yeah. So that's the front end. So then we click to,
go ahead. Stop you right there because you guys just talk like this is no big deal. And I want to make sure a lot of people understand some of the things that have taken place here. So one of the things you guys talked about, which I think I hope people understand, is the attractive character. You guys have done a phenomenal job of understanding the attractive character. Kaelin, you just are the master at that. And so some of those things as you guys are listening to this, I want to make sure you pick up on because these guys are just geniuses at what they do. And that is on that attractive character is Kaelin comes out and she's the boss and she basically calls people out, which the great thing about that is it polarizes people. Some people don't like that. I don't want you talking to me that way, and they leave. That's awesome. Those are not my clients.
We don't want
They're
the
not your
loop
clients.
anyways.
Yeah, get rid of them. But the other ones fall in love with Kaelin, and they fall in love with you too, Brandon. It's pretty cool to see just the way they communicate with you and stuff. And who's that guy behind the scenes?
Yeah, on the peanut gallery.
Yeah, all the live videos.
But it's that relationship between the two of you guys, though, that creates that attractive character. So your ability to polarize people, Kaelin, has been phenomenal at helping you grow people who are very passionate about what you do and listen to you. So that was one of the things I want to make sure people catch on. The other thing that you guys just kind of blew through like it's no big deal, and that is your free Kickstart. That is your only domain. That is the only way people get into you. So you have to understand, as people are listening to this, there's no better way than having just one call to action. If you have, listen, everybody goes into your funnel through one door. There's only one door they enter, and that's through the free Kickstart, which, again, we've looked at that from ClickFunnels standpoint saying, they've done an awesome job at this. How can we copy that? And we're trying to do the same type of thing because I've seen just your growth from having that one door to entry. Everyone comes in there and you can really monetize that extremely well. So you guys have done an awesome job on both.
We also have a big, 85 million women diet 5 times a year. So we have a massive market, so like, I think maybe at some point we'll have to change that or maybe change what the Kickstart is. But yeah, because I know Russell, he does multiple entry points, right? Like different front end products, but he has a smaller, like the entrepreneur space is smaller. So, but yeah, it's nice to have something you could say too. That's just like it's a consistent, kind of front end like you're talking about.
Awesome job. So now they come in the front end, they get in free Kickstart. Where do they go?
From there, they land on a long form sales letter. So it's basically just like, we're really, our goal of our entire business is to help women create a healthy lifestyle, right? And so if they don't buy, they don't get a healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? So we want to do everything that we can to help them get started. We want to do everything that we can to encourage them. And so like if there's no transaction, nobody wins, right? So we just make it as easy as possible for people to get started, which is why we have a free trial. So everyone else in our industry, they sell $100, $200, $300, $500 90-day plans is pretty much the standard, in individualized custom plans. Yeah. And literally there was a couple people in the fitness industry that just got put on blast. I'm not going to name any names, but like they don't even make their own stuff because they couldn't possibly make the amount of stuff that they're selling. Right. So anyway, so that's why we have a free trial. So it's a long form letter. How
long is the trial?
The trial's 7 days. So
and our consumption sequence is 18.
18 days.
Love it.
So yeah, pushing past the trial, and we actually just had it redone. Henry with Unique Designs, man, he did a freaking phenomenal job. We were talking about.
Oh my gosh, you literally blew my mind because I'm like the design person, and like for me to be like impressed by something, like because that doesn't usually happen. I'm like, dang, dude.
I did a podcast interview with him earlier about the importance of design, and I thought that was really cool.
Well, the biggest important thing for us is like he actually talked to Drew Canoli the other day, and he was like, one of the best things that I did, man, was I started outsourcing the stuff that I'm not good at and that like I don't have time to do, so I can focus on the stuff that I can do. And me and Brandon were like, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to just start, instead of like trying to control everything, we need to start like giving stuff away and paying the money for someone else to do it. That's going to do an amazing job, but takes it off of our shoulders so we can do what we're actually good at. Content creation, copywriting.
Mine was ugly. The first one I did was ugly and it worked. It got us to 200, so I'm excited to see where we go.
I'm just playing. Yeah. But what I'm saying here is if there's stuff, like give away the stuff, like pay the money, give it away for someone else to do it so you can focus on what you're good at because that's what's going to help you grow when you can actually focus on the stuff that you're good at instead of wasting all this time trying to figure out stuff that you don't know how to do and that you're not good at.
Yeah. Tell them. Yeah. So that's the free trial long form funnel there. Everything's mobile, man. So we've tried videos. When you're scrolling and you got just think of like Facebook, right? They play the videos before you click them because a click into a video is like full screen. That's big commitment. Yeah. When you're scrolling social media and you've got all these things pulling for your attention, that's a big commitment to click. So like we've tried videos on the sales page. People just don't click them. So they just scroll right past it. So that's why we have big text, long form, where like literally like 4 lines of text make up your entire phone. And we've just found like the average person spends like 6 minutes and 40 seconds on our page because they're actually going to read it. Right? So
that's a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures.
That's something. There's a lot of pictures. You got to break it up. And then now it looks pretty and it's not ugly. So hopefully they stay longer. Yeah. So yeah, that's the main entry point after the Kickstart.
So they get the free trial, 7 days. What happens next?
Once they sign up for the free trial, we push them to an upsell. So the first thing that people ask us after they get because our program is basically a pocket personal trainer. It's actually now a complete challenge platform. Yeah. So we've got a community, a group, and we've got giveaways every month, and we've also got the trainer. But this is the one prior. So basically, it's essentially a pocket personal trainer. And the next thing people ask after they get their meal plans and workout plans and all that stuff is, what supplements do I use? So that's where our upsell comes into play. It's our secret toolbox. So Fitness Pro secret toolbox, supplements, protein, tools, hacks, all that stuff. So that's the next thing. And after that, it goes to the thank you page. So that's our short funnel. So we're adding lots of things.
That's what we went to Inner
now.
Circle for. And that's what we've been building over the past 3 weeks straight of no sleep, right?
But you have to understand, that short funnel did $200,000 in a month.
Yeah, it did.
So summarizing here, basically what we're talking about is social media ads driving to a free trial.
Yep.
Free trial, 7 days. And after that, they've got one OTO, or how many upsells?
Just one.
One upsell. Mm-hmm. And what's the cost of the program after 7 days?
$27 a month, and $37 is the upsell.
So it's for those of you guys who are listening. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. It is the coolest thing because I hear people say all the time, "Oh, you can't make money unless you just have to have huge product price points and everything else." You guys did $200,000 on $27 a month and $37 upsell. Crushing it. Just awesome numbers. Any idea as far as how many people convert from the free trial to the to actually the payment?
Yes, about 50. It's actually about 63%, but there's like 7% that fail the payment, so it's usually around 55.
That is awesome. 55% conversion. How long did they stay?
On average, about 3 months.
And that's what we're working on, reducing churn.
Yeah, we're working on that. They stay 3 months. If you look at the weight loss data, and this is just part of, you got to know your numbers, you got to know your industry, whatever you're doing, because that's where. And it's funny because 85 million women in the U.S. diet 5 times a year. 5 times 3 is about 15, 12 months, which is a year. So we've got the life cycle of the normal female in our demographic, but we want to really extend that and help them really create that lifestyle and help them use our program for the long term.
Tell them what happened when we implemented the community and the.
Well, yeah, one thing that we did is we had no way that because we have thousands of people signed up for the app every month, right? Mm-hmm. And so we had no way to connect them together. And so we created a Facebook group, which we should have done a long time ago. We just never got around to it, I guess. And so we created that group, the Lady Boss Movement group, and it's just, it's literally incredible. Our churn in the first 2 weeks dropped 4.5%. So just by creating that community piece, that culture piece, and this is just like so on the front end, I think it's gonna. I want to get it dropped like 10 to 15. I think by the time we get all this rolling and it's ran a full cycle, but it's literally. It's done a lot. So that culture that Russell talks about is key in creating community within the people that are using whatever you're selling, whatever you're adding value to the marketplace with.
So awesome. Real quick, I want to jump into the whole perfect webinar because I know you guys have crushed the webinars. And again, goes back again to basically implementation, whatever Russell has said, you guys have always done. So again, Kaelin, I don't know at this point how many webinars you've done. You're doing them every Thursday, I think?
Yeah, pretty much.
Every Thursday for almost
this
6
year.
months.
Since January.
Yeah.
7 months?
Whatever that is.
6-7 months?
We've done 20 something. We haven't done them every week, but because when we launch something new or whatever, we don't do one. But yeah, pretty much like over 20 to 30. That's somewhere in there. I don't know how many.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
The great thing, again, anyone who's listening to this, you need to sign up. You need to funnel hack these two. They're amazing at it. I've seen your webinar twice now. And the great thing, I think the most awesome thing is you're watching the webinar is the energy and the passion that you bring is so off the charts. I mean, people, there's just no way in the world they couldn't sign up. And they're like, I need a piece of Kaelin. I got to get what she has. Yeah. And so I think, especially in your niche and that whole culture, you have such an attractive personality that it shows through on the webinar so well that, again, you're doing a great job. It's really cool. And I think the neat thing about it is at the very first one I saw was totally ghetto, but it was awesome. I mean, because it converted like crazy.
Yeah.
Which one was that? The first one with the Facebook Live or the one that was
Facebook
on
Live?
The Facebook Live?
Oh, yeah. We were like tearing the sheets off.
It was awesome.
We saw Russell do it, and we were like, let's just do that. And so we just did our perfect webinar on Facebook Live in 30 minutes, just like with a whiteboard. That's it.
It was awesome. Fantastic job. So real quick here, I could talk to you guys all day, but I know you don't have that kind of time for me. I want to jump into a couple things real fast. And these are some of the things you guys talked about earlier. And I want to really make sure people understand the importance of consumption, because it's something at ClickFunnels we're spending a ton of our time and energy on. And you guys have mentioned this now 2 or 3 times, and that's this whole email sequence thing. I hear people tell me all the time, you know what, email is dead. The only thing that works is social media. You got to spend all your time on social media. But you guys are going from social media to email, which is an awesome way of building in that consumption. So if you guys don't mind, help people understand what consumption is and why it's important in your business.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we use email and social, right? You got to use everything that works for you, and they work in different ways. You know what I mean? Like I think email on the cold end is totally not worth it. Social is, because they can see the credibility and whatnot. But anyway, so consumption is really like, wow, you're selling something and people are actually going to use it to get results, right? Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if it's just internet marketing or like what, but it's like, oh, we sell stuff and we don't actually expect people to use it. We just want them to buy it, right? Mm-hmm. Like that might work for like a couple months or something, but you're never going to have a real long-term business if people aren't actually receiving value and growing and getting their money's worth, right? And so,
Brandon, I'm going to stop you right there because I need people to understand this, because for the longest time in the internet marketing space, that was always the big idea. Just create a whole bunch of products, throw enough crap out there. Who cares if people actually use it? And now what we've really seen, because you've mentioned this before, is our consumers are getting smarter, and they need to know they actually can get results. And the better that you can get people to consume it, the better your product is. And then you don't have to keep recreating product after product after product because they're consuming it. So keep going.
Yeah, no, totally, man. I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, like it's easy to sit on the other end of a computer, throw up some stuff, make a cool little guide, film yourself talking about whatever, and then you sell it and you're like, yay, that's awesome, right? But at the end of the day, like our consumer is very intelligent. They know what's going on. They're sold to everywhere and they're aware, right? And so like Gary Vee says, the further down the truth barrel that you go, like the better you're going to do, because at the end of the day, like people are intelligent human beings and we know what's going on. And so if you don't have something of value, like you may sell a couple, but you're not going to have a real business, right? Like if our product was crap, people wouldn't stay for 3 months. They'd cancel as soon as they got a free trial.
Yeah.
But we give them everything for free. Like they could go and copy everything out and like leave, right? Like we don't monitor that, but we believe that we have something of value, and that if we have something of value, people are going to want to pay for it. Right. And so that's kind of the consumption part. And so part of reducing that churn and part of what we talked about at the inner circle was just getting people to consume it. How do you get people to consume it? Right. We talked about consumption is important. How do we get people to use it and consume it? And so really, like for our industry, I think for anyone really, is like you've got this amazing system and you've got this plan and this lifestyle, or if you're a business coach, you've got this 20-step process or whatever. People don't know anything about it. They don't know how to use it. They don't know where to start. They feel overwhelmed. And I think for us, that's the biggest reason people quit, is because they feel overwhelmed. How am I going to go change all my food and all my groceries, all my workouts and all of this stuff in one day, in 7 days before I know if I like it? So the idea is just give them one simple thing to chew on each day. And then through doing that, you're going to ease them in. And so like over 18 days, we go over the 18 different things
so it's
that we want them to do.
We're gonna set your goal on day 1. We're gonna write your why. And then you don't even get to like buying groceries and stuff until like day 7 is like when you actually like go buy groceries, because then like they're mentally bought in, right?
Yeah, and that's the steps, right? Like that's the steps that you take. So like the first thing that we do is we introduce them to the culture and the brand and the lady boss. We have a manifesto. It's downstairs. I was like going to grab it.
I have it on here.
But basically, we wrote out like a manifesto. Like, this is who you are. This is what we are. What we stand for. You know, this is the lifestyle. This is the culture. This isn't a diet program. This isn't any of that. This is a challenge that you check off your list every day that you've done these things, and through that, you're going to get the results you want, right? So, like, this is.
Let me read it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you real quick because I need people to understand this, because you guys are just dropping all these bombs like crazy here. So the key here is, as you guys, you're not only talking consumption, you're also talking about that culture, and it ties into your attractive character, and it brings everything together so cohesively that a person, they literally cannot leave you after a while, because again, you have a manifesto. I love it. That is so cool. And the whole lady boss thing, I remember looking at the Facebook thing when you're posting in the inner circle saying, gosh, I think we're thinking about changing this. And you know, one of the guys I think actually came back and said, well, you're going to cut out all the guys, and you're going to cut out all these other things. You've got this program that could appeal to so many other people. And you're like, no, I don't want guys in my program.
I don't want guys.
I need a person who's focused just on losing weight. And I thought that was awesome that you were that focused, because now that you have that kind of a focus, you can go, okay, now for my culture, now my consumption, I can tie all this stuff together. Yeah. So hammer me on the manifesto.
I'll read it.
You can read it.
So with the manifesto, like all of the, like their task on like day 1 is to like post their before picture in the group. So they're like telling everyone, and so like everyone else can hold them accountable, and they're going to say, all right, this is me right now. This is what my life looks like, blah, blah, blah. It's day 1 for me. And they post their picture in the group. So then it's like they've committed, right? And then we have them print out the manifesto and adapt it as their own, right? Put it on their mirror, read it every single day. It says, Lady Boss Manifesto. A lady boss is the courageous woman inside of us who takes responsibility for where she's at. She isn't a victim of her circumstances. She doesn't make excuses or complain about what she can't change. She spends more energy doing something about it instead of telling everybody why she can't. A lady boss can have it all and do it all without having to compromise who she is or her integrity. A lady boss realizes that she shines the most when she is authentic and true to herself. A lady boss isn't about just talk, but getting it done. She recognizes that if she wants results and success, she has to put in the work. A lady boss doesn't aim to please others' expectations, but rather aims to be the best version of herself she can be. A lady boss doesn't listen to all the negative haters around her who are afraid she will succeed. A lady boss focuses on what she wants instead of focusing on why she can't. A lady boss is a no BS, take action, get it done, no compromise woman who values her integrity, confidence, self-worth, and doesn't change who she is for anybody. A lady boss is in control of her destiny, her situation, her health, her body, and in turn, her life. Lady boss is a mentality that you choose to step into. It's your confident alter ego. It means putting aside all of your doubts, all your fears, all of your excuses, and every reason you think you can't do it, because you can do it. You're a lady boss now.
Power.
And so they print this out and they put it on their mirror.
That's
and
just
read
day
it
1.
every day.
Okay, hold on. I need to Snapchat that part. Put that thing back up there. Hold on. I got to get this going.
Get the Snapchat.
I got to get the Snapchat.
Get it.
All right, so basically right now I'm still interviewing these amazing people. That is what you're seeing right now is the Lady Boss Manifesto. Crushing it.
Awesome. You're a good snapper, dude.
Yeah.
You got the snap down.
So that's it, right? And then they feel like so empowered that they're like, wow, like why wouldn't I want to like stay in a community of women that are going to empower me, make me feel great about myself, who are all going through the same thing as me, right?
So consuming not only the product but your culture. So we go from the manifesto, and I was just like sorting this all out, but manifesto and then we get them to the goals, and we get them to why they're doing this, and then we get them to understand the program, and like basically it's the Lady Boss Weight Loss Challenge is completing a checklist every single day. This is not like a 30-day, 90-day thing where you do it and then you gain the weight back. This is a lifestyle, right? So it's like we challenge them every day. They challenge themselves to complete this checklist, and we teach them the checklist as we teach them the program, and the checklist is essentially the program. So if you do these 5 things inside the program each day, you check them off, then you've completed your challenge for that day. You've won the day, and if you win enough days in a row, you're going to lose all the weight you need to lose. You need to get where you need to be, right? And so that's never ending, right? That's members for life because they've gotten in the habit of using the thing to check it off every day. That's kind of the concept that we've came up with. So we launched Sunday. We haven't launched it yet, so we'll see how it goes.
Dude,
right?
That is awesome.
Hopefully it works.
I tried keeping track of how many times you actually said "Lady Boss" during that manifesto. I lost track of like 16, 17 times.
You counted it.
But no, I think it's really cool because, again, it ties in. As you read that manifesto, it is such a perfect reflection of you, Kaelin. I mean, it is you as that image. That's what they're drawn to, and they want to become like that. And again, I think Lady Boss is just such an awesome, awesome name. It's perfect for you guys. Just amazing. You guys are killing it. Very cool.
I'm like, I want to be a lady boss. Wait,
I want to
be like a gentleman boss. I'm like,
you can't be a lady boss. Women only.
I don't want to be a lady. Just boss. I'll just take the boss part.
You are the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you guys have been awesome. I know you got a ton of things going on today. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Anything else you want to say to people here? What other clues, tips, tricks you want to make sure people know?
Man.
Take action.
Yeah, I mean, like move on the things. I think a lot of business entrepreneur, it's really popular to be an entrepreneur and to own an online business. Mm-hmm. But I think that most people, they don't really like sit down and first of all figure out what like their passion is, and it's funny because like I used to sit down and be like, how can I make money? But now it's like, how can we like just help people? Because you're going to make tons of freaking money if you just figure out how to solve someone else's issue. And then just really like find somebody who has done what you want to do and has been successful and just model and just rip it off, right? Like literally
R&D.
Yeah,
rip off and duplicate.
Yeah, we do our R&D. We rip off and duplicate. So like find someone who's done what you want to do, like Russell, who's going to do $50 million or something this year in his business, and who's got this blueprint for you, and rip off and duplicate what he's done. Listen to his stuff, and I think that because that's what he did, and that's why I like Russell. Russell gives credit to the people he learned things from because he did the exact same thing as an entrepreneur. He found people who had what he wanted or were doing things that were working, and then he modeled them in his own business. So if we could give, that's totally what it is. Like figure out what it is that you're passionate about that's going to add value to others, not just make money. And then in turn, you're going to make a ton of money. And then just as far as the execution goes,
don't have analysis paralysis.
Yeah, model what people are doing, and then you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my 3-step
program.
The
do part is very important. Okay,
yeah,
you can't just travel around and listen to people. You got to implement what they say to do.
Yeah.
Implement it.
Yeah. Grind. Sit on the computer
immediately.
For 12 hours. Yeah. Sit on the computer for 12 hours and don't get up.
Yep.
You guys, again, congratulations on all your success. I absolutely love spending time with you guys. So much energy, so much excitement. And again, you guys have just been the perfect image of what a funnel hacker is. I mean, seriously, you guys are the whole idea of implement immediately. Ready, fire, aim, man. Just
trying, man.
Crushing it.
Trying to get her like Dave, man. We're trying to get like Dave.
Yeah.
She wears that ClickFunnels shirt like every day. I swear.
Literally.
She loves
every
it.
day.
I'm surprised you're not wearing it right now.
That's awesome.
Hey, I need a new one.
Great.
Yeah,
well, again, we talked a little bit about how they can find out about you. I know a ton of people when they listen to this are going to want to get more of you. So what's the best way of getting more of you guys?
Well, the best way is just go to freekickstart.com and then you can funnel hack it or get your Kickstart on. I know entrepreneurs like to get healthy too.
Yeah, or go to my Facebook page. Kaelin Tool, TUELL IFBB Pro.
So you can go there. We don't do any like business stuff because we like using our business stuff and for weight loss and helping people. That's our passion. But yeah, so that's where they can definitely connect with us. So.
And Snapchat?
Yeah.
Tool time.
TUELL_time.
Yep. TIME. That's
definitely someone you want to follow on Snapchat. I've loved watching you guys on Snapchat. I've learned
23K is like where we're at now. 23,000.
Huge. Okay, again, people who don't understand Snapchat don't realize how big of a number that is. You need to put that in perspective.
Okay, so probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the last time Gary Vee told everybody how many views he was getting, it was like 30K, and we're at like 23. So
that's good. Perspective is this.
Brandon just corrects me. Yeah. That's good. That's okay. I can live with that.
It's solid.
It's crushing it, man. 23,000 people. I think I got 155.
Hey, that's good, man. I got like, I don't even Snapchat. She Snapchat, so I got like 10, right? But here's the, and we'll wrap with this. This is the perspective. Like literally, like I think we did a Snapchat video. Russell has it somewhere that you guys can get it. I'm sure Dave can link it or whatever. But basically, like you have an email. We have an email list like 170,000 people, and any given email we get 10 to 20,000 open, right? Just one email, right? But you have all these people, but on Snapchat, you have 23,000 people watching you 20 times a day, video, full screen on their phone.
Like fully committed.
Marketers can get that. So anyway.
Again, massive Snapchat following. Again, we've got that on Funnel Hacker TV. We also have it on the Funnel Hacker Radio. I took that and took the transcript of it. It's on funnelhackerradio.com as well. So go and listen to that episode, watch it. And again, guys, thanks you so much. I'm so excited for you. Can't wait to hear all your success soon.
You're the man.
Absolutely.
Love you guys, man. You take care.
Yeah, we'll see you, brother.
Thanks. Thanks for listening to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast. If you'd like to be notified anytime we release a new episode, just subscribe over at funnelhackerradio.com. In addition to that, we'd love to send you a free gift. You can find that free gift at funnelhackerradio.com/free trial. One last thing is we love giving away cars. So if you'd like access to a free dream car, all you have to do is go to funnelhackerradio.com/dream car and you'll get all the details. Thanks again for listening.